Hey everyone, welcome back to the European Summer Challenger Series. It's time for the third and final game between Gamers2 and Lublin Shore. Whoever wins this game gets third place in Series 1 and automatically returns for Summer Series 2.
Yeah, and a big thing in that last game for me was that both teams just played their heart out.
Yeah.
Like you could tell both teams really want this. And Gamers2, they brought the poke comp, and Lublin Shore had the great team fight comp, and they played it perfectly all throughout it.
Yeah.
Sorry. Lublin Shore, their take fun, their mid laner, 6-1 and 14 on Orianna.
Yeah.
Game-changing ultimates with the follow-up off Kuban.
20 KDA is pretty decent. I feel like that's, you know, it's do or die. Let me pull out a 20 KDA this game. I gotta say, Take Fun is freaking awesome. Kuban, 9-4 and 7 was a massive threat. Massive threat. The ultimate score I want to point out actually as well is FLICKR, the AD carry. So, went big on Twitch. His score is 3-4 and 10. Not because he was like doing bad or anything, like 3-4, 10, that just feels like a mediocre score. It's like, you know, oh, it's only like a 3 KDA. But like, the fact that he was putting out so much damage, he was basically setting up Kuban for all the kills.
Yeah.
Like, Shaka comes out, spray and pray, rat-a-tat-tat, destroys health bars, and Kuban gets the cleanup.
Yeah, just a lot of wombo combo from this team with the team fighting.
Yeah.
A lot of threats is the big thing, too.
Yes.
You could poke one to half, and it's like, okay, the other two can kind of do something to you if they synergize. But they never got Yasuo out of the fight early is what I'm thinking.
They never did, because he was always ready to win wall himself. And that's actually the funny thing I was thinking about, the fact that you're like, they're running all damage threats. Oftentimes, full damage teams are very weak as team fighters. When you're facing a poke team, you don't need a tank, because no one threatens your front line regardless. No one even threatens your back line. It's just javelins you have to dodge, regardless, no matter who you are. And so, full damage team, for the most part, works exceptionally well against something like this. So, you know, Lublin Shore champ selected quite nicely. Gamers2 banned Yasuo. Smart choice. They did in game 1. Didn't in game 2. Grave mistake.
Oh, yeah.
And now Ziggs removes from Ocelot. Catherine, I think, joins that list. And maybe without Yasuo, Nidalee has to.
Yeah, that's very possible. It's very possible that that gets taken out of here. We'll have to see what ends up coming out, but I do like the Yasuo ban, the adaptation. It was kind of an adaptation in game 2 not to ban it, and then they realized, we kind of have to ban it.
Yeah. They prioritized a few too many things about that.
Yes, a lot more things about that.
The Ziggs and Kale still removed away. The Lulu banned out by G2. They don't want to first pick it, but they don't want to give this one away. As you talk about, Kuban's played that guy before, and keep the one off. Actually, wow, it's Gamers2 who banned the Kassadin.
Okay.
So, to me, this signals they really want a tunnel on poke.
Well, also at the
would work well against
same
that.
time, it means we're either going to get Aurelia or Jax.
Yep.
Because you had to ban one of them.
Thing is, it didn't pan out in game 1. I would not be surprised to see first pick Lucian just for lane dominance, because that's how they crushed game 1. I feel like that's actually the best play in terms of thinking about your history. They still want Aurelia, though. I mean, to be fair, Jwa did... Actually, no, he lost lane in a straight 1v1 against Kuban. So either he learned his lesson since there was one misplay, I'll get it this time. But that is interesting to me.
Yeah, they're going to pick the bottom lane here with the Lucian Braum.
Oh, man.
Pretty much force Yuki to take Twitch.
This is...
I mean, he has played Kog'Maw. Kog'Maw doesn't do very well against Braum, though. He also has played some Graves. We'll have to see what he ends up bringing out here, because he kind of avoids the Twitch almost at all costs.
Yeah.
He'll play it very rarely, but he prioritizes other things above that.
I want to know what Gamers2 angle is, because I think that pick right there, the Lublin Shore first round draft, is scary. Because last time, Mach only took one lane. Game 1, they got destroyed in lane. You just gave them two of the best laners now, so they can win lane again. That is a very grave risk to take.
Yeah,
Gamers2, what is the plan here?
They aren't going to win their top lane, though, based off Aurelia. You're not just going to flat out win that because you're Aurelia.
No.
Aurelia does not win lane until way later. You kind of had to survive. So they aren't going to pull an advantage up there. So yeah, I guess he's going to take the Twitch, and they're going to go ahead. And Lee Sin has been picked second rotation every game.
Yeah. I mean, and Morden's...
Second or first?
Yeah, first, second round. I mean, it's a high priority pick. Morden's favorite. I understand the reason to go for that one. Again, the rest of these picks fairly safe, and G2 want to react to the lineup right now with their mid laner here. So they've got no rush in this one. Take Fun insta-locks the LeBlanc. Says, Whip, we know we want this one. Also will play whatever he can. No Ziggs this time around, which he played in game 1 and won the lane with. Mockler might just go back for the Shyvana at rally matchup. Why the heck not? It's an easy choice. But the fact that Lublin Shore didn't go for the jungler, they're like, no, we want LeBlanc over all else. Gamers2 didn't care about that. They could have grabbed the insecure to Twitch.
Yeah.
there's actually no reason to even rush the LeBlanc because obviously G2 didn't care about it.
Yeah. Well, also you'd be able to last pick it.
Yeah.
I guess they just don't want Ocelot to have that for a burst comp.
Yeah.
That would have some assassination potential.
But again, it's the fact that G2 picked Twitch when there's no contest on it.
Yes.
The fact that they already wanted to last pick a mid laner.
Well, they're waiting it out, but now they're going to be able to counter pick everything here.
Mundo versus Aurelia. Okay.
Okay.
I actually like the matchup because Mundo buys health, and health is the best defense against the 10 style. Stuns
true
also.
damage.
Yeah, right. Against true damage, you just buy health, and you're like, oh, cool. It doesn't make a difference from what I bought. And the fact that like you stun him, he doesn't care. Like, I actually think Mundo's a good matchup here, and I like Kuban's Mundo. I think he's a very good Mundo player. He's really good teleports. He's one of the best teleporters I've seen. This is a former teammate of Sharu, who used to run teleport on Twisted Fate.
Yeah.
So the guy knows teleports. I'm gonna be real with you. It's his whole team. So, I mean, Mundo's one of the best teleporters, I think. One of the best people for that. Split push for days, then show up when you need to. And Dude hovering on Morgana is a great choice. I loved his Morgana in Game 1. And look at this, Syndra. So look at that. Gamers 2 heavily pick focused.
Yep. Very pick focused here. And I can't help but think that they would have gone for the LeBlanc if it was open. So the take fun pickup actually seems pretty good. Because you do want to synergize that with things like Morgana, because you put a black shield on her and she just uses her burst, and there's nothing you can do about it. You can't even stun her or use anything on her when she goes in.
Absolutely, and that's going to be maybe a difficulty for these guys.
Ooh, you're gonna, okay. So if you pick Vi into a Morgana, it's really kind of just, okay, yeah. I was like, J4 works better than Vi because you knock people up and you can knock both people up, and Black Shield does not negate Cataclysm. It's 3.5 seconds of just impassable
You're
terrain.
in this area.
Exactly. I think that's a much better pick than Vi, because if you put it on Vi, okay, then they're going to go for it.
Here's why I don't like Jarvan, because of Mundo.
Yeah.
You
lock him in.
need Mundo to get to the back line and mess with Twitch and give him a bad rat-a-tat-tat angle. And if you run Jarvan, you really lower that chance. So I actually like the choice to go back for Vi. Yes, it is hard to play around Black Shield. We've seen it work successfully sometimes.
Some people have done it, yes.
We've seen some guys just stuff the ulti.
Yeah.
So certainly, like...
At that point, you suppress yourself.
Yeah, you're just like locked up, like, I'm hit punching you, and nothing happens. And you're just kind of sad for a while, and your ultimate's on cooldown. But if they can make it happen, if they can make the picks elsewhere on the map as well.
It'll give them assassination potential in the mid lane.
Oh, gosh,
on Syndra, for sure. That's the caveat here, is that he can just go ahead and be like, once I hit 6, going after Ocelot, and you're going to silence him during the entire combo, and he's dead. So if they can make that type of lead in the mid lane, then that makes Vi a fantastic pick.
I agree completely.
Also, if you pick Jarvan against a Syndra, if you're a very good Syndra, you just E the EQ combo.
Yep.
Mid EQ.
You can stuff the knock-up, so...
Basically, you're sitting there like, I kind of want to go Jarvan. And he's like, I kind of want to go Vi, but there's Black Shield. And he's like, what about Jarvan? There's a Syndra.
Yeah.
All right, what about Vi? Okay, I can outplay the Black Shield. So
Probably.
he's just weighing his options there because he wanted to focus mid.
Yeah, and I think that's a great choice. I think we've seen mid go close to equal every game. So game 1, small lead to Ocelot because of the Ziggs. I mean, Ziggs is just such a good laner. It's hard to get behind. Game 2, fairly close. CS lead for Orianna, but it's to be expected. It's like as the lane match is supposed to go. But again, I guess that's kind of both games went according to matchup. This one, LeBlanc versus Syndra. I've seen multiple Syndra counterpicks to LeBlanc. I think Syndra's damage numbers are higher. They're both easy to hit. Like they're all skill shots for the most part, but like they're easy to hit skill shots on kind of both ends. And so you just kind of tend to be able to burst out the LeBlanc. So it's what I've seen to be a minor counterpick. I see that one as one of these counterpick matchups. And then, yeah, exactly as you talked about, the Vi pick to just kind of crush that champion. I think that'll be a highly important lane because LeBlanc can one-shot Twitch, but of course so can Syndra one-shot someone else in the back line. So there's a lot to look for. I think the mid lane is an important matchup. At the same time, though, I am scared for Gamers 2's bot lane because they gave away Lucian Braum, and that is a scary duo lane.
Oh, yeah. Lucian Braum is extremely potent because of the concussive blows. Actually, I guess both passives together, concussive blows and light slinger.
Yeah.
It's just doubly effective. Makes it extremely scary against Morgana and Lucian. Granted,
Morgana Twitch.
Morgana Twitch, thank you. Morgana can use the Black Shield to stop the stun from concussive blows, but that's about it.
Yeah.
And
that cooldown's gigantic.
Yeah, it's such a long cooldown, whereas concussive blows, it's like, oh, you're spell shielded, swap targets.
Yeah. Wait 5 seconds, start it again. Or exactly as you said, swap targets.
There's
a whole bunch of pain available. And actually, here's the fun thing. Actually, so here's a fun part with the concussive blows mini game.
Okay.
So of course your Q applies it, right?
Yes.
And the spell does magic damage, so you want to like black shield the Q. You're like, okay, that makes sense. Now at a certain rank, I think it's probably by rank 2 or 3, you'll actually one-shot a black shield with concussive blows because it does decent enough damage. You know, it goes to like the 240-ish range plus % of your health. So you can one-shot the black shield, and then of course you get the stun. But also keep in mind, black shield only lasts 5 seconds. And anytime you hit someone with concussive blows, the duration goes back to 5 seconds before the stacks fall off, right? So if you do Black Shield and it doesn't break, you're like, hit. Okay, now just time out Black Shield. Hit. Oh, Black Shield fell off, stun. And so there's a bunch of like these little mini games you can play where it's like you can juke the last attack, like there's all these like weird things going on.
If you can stay in range of the person for 5 seconds.
Sure, if. I mean, to be fair, that is an if. That is an if. To be completely fair, that is a big if. But I want to see how these two will interact because it's kind of like Thresh and Leona, right? You can put the Black Shield on, as you talked about, switch to someone else. We'll see it play out. Ocelot on Syndra here. This is going to be this all-important Game 3. Gamers 2 head to the north side.
Yeah, and like you were saying with Black Shield, there's always human error, there's always human reaction time, and there's always your opponent outplaying you. And look at that. Kickus getting invaded on just immediately.
They kill it. Dude!
Oh! Dude!
Scumbag dude did not hit the ward.
Dude, where's my ward?
Right in front of him. Didn't care. Well, Libic makes his way down to the jungle as well. Has not triggered anything just yet. Now he puts it down to spot if there's a red buff start.
I found Kuban. Extra gold for Dude.
Binding's gonna hit. Forces the flash. Wow. He's gonna have to recall back and heal, but this gives a window until 6 minutes into the game, which is plenty of time to gank top lane with no Flash Mundo. That is a big risk here.
They didn't get the kill, but I call that a window.
Yep. I didn't get that.
Don't worry about it, Freak.
Okay.
Don't worry about it.
What do kills and windows have to do?
Window. I had to explain it to you.
I don't expect you to be funny. It's my job.
Wait, we hire you to be funny? I thought you were the good looks.
Let's all be real here.
Okay.
You got me in that one. Ocelot take fun, hitting each other soon with their eyes. They're looking at each other menacingly. It's painful enough.
Oh, it's about to start between these two purple bitches.
Uh-huh. I don't know, man. LeBlanc's wearing a lot of, like, furs in here with this one. It's really Ocelot, like, the blue-purple one. Take fun. Here we go. Ooh, no CS just yet. It's okay. There we go. First CS on the board. Take fun. Draws first blood of the minions.
So,
Morden, JWoww. Actually, and they actually... Well, look at that. Both sides getting a greedy jungle starts.
Loveland Shore, though, they actually do the lane swap. They put Lucian Braum top.
I like that.
Despite having that huge lane with the advantage we talked about.
I like that a lot. Mundo's a better jungler.
Yeah.
And without Flash, he was a big liability in the lane.
He's also really fast at taking turrets because of his masochism.
True. If they want to do a 4v0 push in the top side, they can. Morden and JWoww not going to get towards their own red buff. We will have a 2-buff start on both sides. JWoww doing what he can to help out. The early stun doing a little something for him. But there's Rotos coming through. Good smite. And everyone is happy. Kickus now joining up with Kuban, who had soloed the white before. And they're actually one camp ahead. Loveless Shore actually have one extra jungle camp under their belt right now. So a bit more golden XP for those guys.
Yeah, Mockler. Yep, standard. So we've seen 2v2 lanes this entire series long. One side will win it, create a big advantage. Other one will kind of go even, then scale into late game. Now it's just like, all right, Yuki and Dude, we don't want you fighting Mockler and Libic.
Here's the real test, though. Ooh. It's a 4v2 right now. Vi, Kickus on the wrong side of the map. She's heading down to the southeast.
Uh-oh. Gonna encounter at the wolves, but JWoww, he's actually teleporting top, so Morden's gonna be left by himself.
Okay, Morden's gonna be a little bit careful. I think
he's a level down.
Oh my gosh, the Q's gonna land. Kickus got big damage flash over the wall. Kickus trinkets it, doesn't go for it. Morden should be safe.
See if he can get him with a concussive blow.
Oh man. Cleaver? Oh, if he guessed that one, that would have been so sick. Alright, well, Morden gets out pretty safely. Doesn't lose too much, but his flash. I liked all the adaptations, though. So, Loveless Shore really wanted to get XP on Kuban. They teleported him down. They sent the support there to keep him alive. That worked just fine. G2 saw that. Oh,
he's
no.
right here.
Q's going to land. Big damage. He's got no flash. One more hit to go. There we go. Nicely done. Kickus with the solo kill. Refreshes the buffs. And Loveless Shore looking very good now in Game 3.
Kickus saw the level advantage and just pushed it. Came up to him, found him in the jungle, got him again after he knew that the flash was down, and just kept the pressure up. He had his own flash, so no matter what, even if he safeguarded away, he would still be able to land his Vault Breaker.
Absolutely beautiful play then. So that's going to be very heavy pressure removed there. Morden still level 2, no buffs, only 1 longsword. That is not the start you want as a jungler. I gotta say, that is rough at 4.5 minutes. Kickus waiting around behind the walls.
Counter jungling and has a refresh, and he's looking for Ocelot.
He can flash Q onto Ocelot too to set up this kill. There's a lot of damage available. Ocelot has flash though, he could outplay it. Morden hitting level 3 now. He is near the mid lane. He could be around for the counter gank by chance.
He does have a little more in the combat stat department, but look at that. He's going to find Kickus, and Kickus is going to go for it.
Going to go for the flash Q. Big damage. Ocelot does get back. 2-man stun. Morden stays.
Oh, Kickus.
Oh, does he have enough damage?
Buffs.
They got Morden enough. Yes, he does. Double buffs go back down. G2's jungler going to be happy with that one.
And then they end up picking up double buffs back onto Morden, and that is really big. He's back in this game immediately. Ocelot with the 2-man stun.
Beautiful.
Crazy beautiful there.
All right, well, JWoww gonna keep his farm going. 15 minions on him. You're seeing Q1 push around. Also with the Ignite on, has to get away from this one. He does stay alive, but now Morden looking for the play. Take fun. Can he outplay this? No, he's done. Oh my gosh.
Distortion.
Yeah, he's dead. All right.
Very far off from cooldown.
Nicely done. Morden right there. Now 2 kills on him. G2 making the plays in the mid lane. I thought
that's beautiful though.
The Vi match would be so good, but
oh yeah,
Morden got back.
The fact that Kickus took it to Morden in the jungle very early on, double buffs is actually going to make Morden come out on top here.
Can they get the outplay on the Q? Kickus does not have his cooldown. Apparently put some damage back down, but he's down to 300 health. Ooh. I don't think he should have dived that even if he did land it, but he won't in this case. Ward hops over.
They ping him out. It's like, I know where he is.
He ward hopped it. Yeah, don't be dumb.
He's going into our jungle, trying to look for more.
Ooh. But JWoww's healthy enough. They could win this 2v2. They ping him, though. They know Morden's in try.
JWoww and Morden. Can they make something happen here? JWoww has low HP, so he will get the stun on Equilibrium Strike if he goes after Mockler. Coming in, they see him.
Morden's there. JWoww going to get there. Q's going to land. Livic's going to take some damage, puts the shield down. They don't chase it. They know the stun would be dangerous. Out they go. Mockler's out of mana now. Kuban, oh wow,
he's getting a lot of damage.
Spot, pops his heal or his flash as soon as he comes back up. Slows her out, almost gets the kill. It's close, but he will not burn down.
No. Too much regen there from the Mundo pass. Basically negates the Twitch passive, and he has the potion ticking at the same time.
If you ran Ignite, that guy was dead.
Yeah, went for the exhaust for the extra, a little slow.
It does stop. Ooh, the outplay by Take Money goes in. Damage on Ocelot. Nicely done, man. Dodges the sun as well. Beautiful play.
This is a very skill-dependent matchup.
Yes.
Because Syndra can outplay LeBlanc's Distortion damage by using Scatter the Weak if you time it perfectly, but you have to time it perfectly every time. I was talking with some pros about it. They're like, yeah, it goes back and forth, but Syndra has an edge if you're a more skilled player.
It's Ocelot trying to be the more skilled player in this one. You're seeing a 3-minion lead, although Syndra pretty easy to kill minions on, to be fair. Kickus gets the ward into the southern jungle. He's going to start counter-jungling these wolves away. Plays this really nicely so far. Looks like he will steal this camp successfully. And Big Wraith is gone. Ooh. Morden did not time the red buff.
Ooh.
The thing is, I don't know if he knows that they didn't start red, or if he doesn't, because he died so quickly. I don't know if he could actually time the buffs properly. So he either thinks it's been gone or he didn't start red. He doesn't know which necessarily. He's got ward coverage now. It's that respawns. Okay, now he knows. He knows red's back up. Never mind.
Hanging around the dragon area right now. Actually, he might get his red counter jungled by Kickus.
He's going to see it from a ward, but yeah, this could be a dangerous game for him. Kickus doesn't want to stay to clear the ward out, though. He's like, you know, I got seen, never mind. Morden, level 6, gets the buff seal. 8 minutes in, level 6. He's got a level lead now over Kickus, thanks to all the plays.
But Kickus is actually going to roam straight to his red.
Wow.
And he's going to run in. Oh, he's going to miss Morden.
Oh, no, this could be dangerous. Can they get the CC now on a take fun? Can they get the damage? Q's going to land. Big damage comes out the ulti as well, and they claim him. Wow, Morden now gets a 3rd kill in this mid lane. Couldn't quite give it to Ocelot, but big lead now.
Yeah, really big lead now. In that early game, have about 10% more. Oh, he's going to go for Kickus. He's going to let him use his abilities on the camp, and then he's going to fight him.
Ward hops over. Kickus just walked back to the turret.
Ooh.
I think he should have walked left. Oh! Morden gets it.
Stealing the experience, trying to delay the levels from Kickus. So Kickus kind of set up to get his mid lane snowballing, take fun versus Ocelot, but Morden saw that plan and has been ganking pretty much exclusively mid.
Finding a Maka. This fight's going to start. There's the ulti from Diode as well. Big damage comes out. He's actually going to tank some of this one, but Libic blocking the rat-a-tat-tat. Now it's going to end up, but he's got to be careful for the stuns. Going to have some damage in the mid lane, though. Also taking a bunch of pain. Will he go down? Yes, he will. But now Kick is kicked away, and good pickup by Morgan. He's got all the kills in the team versus a 1, 2, and 0 on pretty much everybody else.
It's 100% kill participation for both junglers and for Ocelot. And now Kuban.
One hit from Dead. JWoww wins the matchup heads up. He was a level ahead when he went in for it, and he gets it. Nicely done.
Yeah, really, really big come up there for him. Morden's going to be able to refresh his red buff here. And all the attention's been mid for the most part.
Yeah.
And a big part of that kill top was the CS advantage. He has almost 20 CS, 25, higher on JWoww. He also has his teleport still available, so he can go make a play somewhere, whereas Kuban, he'll have his up by the time that anybody starts doing Dragon.
He will have it up, but yeah, JWoww having the double Doran's Blade there, just giving him enough damage, and again, the level lead we talked about. Excellent play here. So Gamers 2 now winning everywhere on the map right there. Didn't go for the poke comp, going for something more conventional, and right now it's looking great.
Yeah, this pick of Vi, he's trying to make something happen when we got the Assault and Battery and went for Ocelot in the mid lane, which is his strategy from just picking it at champion select. But I love that Morden sniffed that out and said, you know what, that's a telltale sign. You're going to camp a Syndra.
Yeah.
And he's been camping that lane.
He's got every counter game.
Yes.
It's been perfect.
He had every kill before that solo kill that JWoww got. And Ocelot had been a part of every kill. So this jungler and mid laner are doing exactly what they need to do. And this bottom lane, though, is still going in Loveland Shore's favor, though, by about 20 CS, because Lucian is just a big bully over Twitch in the early game.
He absolutely is, man. This is looking so good for Gamers 2. 50 minion lead, yeah, okay, it definitely matters, but it's better than I think would have maybe given credit for.
Morden's
looking for this one. Libic's going to get ulted as well. Diode really wants this kill to happen. Ulti comes in for Libic. Going to put the shield up. Yuki could move upwards a little bit more. He won't, though.
Oh, the binding.
There goes the kill, and now the teleport in for Kuban. Flash away by Yuki, and nothing's going to happen here. Here comes a really big fight. Kuban's going to lose so much health, and he's going to get kicked up, and down he goes. More good things keep happening for Gamers 2.
And Gamers 2, very momentum-based team. We know Ocelot is an emotional player.
He's going to look real happy with this one. The damage coming out, dodging more of these skill shots. Take Fun puts some damage down, takes the ulti. Wow! Losing a lot of health there. Ocelot is 1 Q away from the kill. He's got Flash Q. He's got Ignite as well.
Ocelot, can he do it? But Take Fun has his Flash, and they aren't going to go for the Duke out for the outplay here. Instead, wrestle the Dragon.
And the minions clears.
Get it for the team.
Oh, Yuki's going to catch out Makler. This is going to be his dash if he needs it. Damage comes out. Black Shield is there. Makler stays for the fight. There comes Exhaust. There comes Kickus. Uh-oh, Diude's going to go down. Nicely picked up. Tenacity of Makler to say, no, I've got friends.
Has his ultimate. Is he going to use it? He is. He's going after Yuki.
Try. There's a flash. Auto, E, and the Q. Okay, didn't need E. That's fine. Q auto attack, all it takes. So armor for Libic, why not?
Just in case.
Yeah, just, you know, he's helpful.
Well, Morden's going to find Kuban. Go straight for him right now. Has the Dragon's Rage in a couple of seconds. He'll have it next time.
Man, this is so good. A 5-1 Lee Sin. Like, Gamers 2 looks so much better in this game, man. I'm giving so much respect to Morden right now. He has played this match so very well. He's actually going to push his damage farther. He understands that he has to keep making plays because he's all the gold in his team. So he's rocking an extra longsword, maybe a brutalizer coming out for this Lee Sin.
And Kickus is going to go Trinity Force. As his second item.
Unless it's Glacial, I doubt it highly though.
I don't know. It's a very expensive item to go. It's very possible. We see Dexter do it. It's a very great build on Vi. It just takes a lot of time to ramp up, and you don't get tanky for a long time.
True.
A lot longer than typical junglers.
So both junglers going squishy here. Brutalizer does come out for Morden. He's going to be so deadly with no tank items on many people just yet.
It could be a Glacial into a Frozen Heart to deal with JWoww.
Or even Iceborne. Would that even make sense? I guess you know jungle better than me.
Iceborne Gauntlet, I don't really see the reason for it. I mean, he could go for it, but I feel like if he's going for damage, it would just be the Trinity Force.
Okay.
Iceborne Gauntlet, you close the distance. I guess Ocelot couldn't get away, but there's just too many tools they already have available to them to accomplish that.
Okay.
But we'll have to see.
Yeah. Yeah, I understand your point, though, yeah. It's like, you want damage, pick up the real damage item. So, I feel you.
Freak questioning the Trinity Force. What has happened?
I didn't question Trinity Force. I just looked at the items build and said, hey, I know item recipes, dog. right now, Yuki going for Gunblade plus a Stinger. No.
You got me there for a second. I was like, what are you...
Dude, knocked him into the air. This could be bad for G2.
Oh, but Mockler got bound.
Oh, what a perfect binding. Mockler forced away. Beautiful.
He was so close to being in distance. Kick is going to come over the wall, but Morden, he's actually going to see him off the ward. And they're ready for this counter gank. Oh, Yuki's
slow
there.
In for the Q as well. The kick back. Perfect by G2. Did not respect the ward. Great play.
Yuki was out of vision and used his ambush when Loveland Shore's bottom lane couldn't give the information that he was cloaked.
That was awesome. Well played. Then Gamers 2 just individually and as a group playing so well in this game 3. That's all I can say, man. They're playing so great. Oh, good pink ward, though. You can get spotted.
They're playing out of their minds right now. They really want this. You don't want to go back to the rank 5s ladder. You want to get that 3rd place and that extra point and the auto birth for 2 more.
That was a good find by Dude. Well dodged by Mockler. And they're going to stay safe in this one. Gamers 2 looking for that 3rd place match. You're seeing doing whatever he can. Stun from Ocelot. More burst comes out to take fun. You see a 12,500 gold lead in the top laners. You see a 1,200 gold lead on the junglers. 1,200 gold lead in the mid lane. It's like, oh my gosh, you've got so many powerful players here in G2.
Dude actually has more money than Libic does, but Yuki has less than Mockler.
It's true. Mockler's been farming very well, and their actual scorelines are pretty similar, but the problem is, like, he's not able to convert that gold lead. It doesn't really matter. G2 have played very well despite the bad lane matchups. I mean, all hats off to them.
Yeah, it actually is a Glacial coming out here, so he's going full tanky as opposed to a damage item. Yeah, he might be going the Frozen Heart for slowing the attack speed of Aurelia and for Twitch.
You're not letting it down if it's Glacial, or if it's
Iceborne Gauntlet. If it's Iceborne Gauntlet, I'm going to have to do some thinking about that one.
Well, Dio losing a lot of health bars right there, but here comes the counter gank. Morden doesn't want it. All right, it's finally going to back off. They do get the turret, though, so Mockler and Libic, despite having been ganked a good number of times, have still found their way into this one and have taken this turret down. So, got to start commending Mockler and Libic for a very good job well done. And maybe they can actually put the game on their back right here. Only a 3,000 gold deficit is, of course, surmountable.
Kikis looking for the gank on JWoww top, has the ultimate available, no turret here.
And he goes in for the fight, so JWoww's stun is down.
2 levels up, too, for JWoww.
But he can't fight Kuban here. Flash Q not going to land, but there's the ulti as well. And there comes the everything burn. Can he get back on this one? Q used, Flash already down.
Oh, here
Cleaver
comes
hits. Here comes Morden. Can he get enough? JWoww almost out of health. He goes in. They get Kikis. Would you believe it? Here comes Take Fun to turn it around. Morden has very few places to go. Jumps to the teammate, flashes away. Dude gets the stun, or the root, I should say. 1 for 1. Q lands. No. Okay, good.
And they give up mid-turret for all of this. Ocelot's here. You can't really defend it.
Nicely done. So Mockler and Libic get another turret down. Loveland Shore actually, by the way, undefeated in turrets this game, 3-0.
Yeah.
They are playing objectives quite well. Only 2,000 gold now. This lead is shrinking. Ocelot getting some slows on Libic. He's got to be a bit careful. Yuki's coming around.
It's such a bummer when you want to use your ultimate on Braum, but he has Unbreakable still.
Yeah.
The balls just kind of crack against it and do nothing. But despite having all these turrets, Gamers 2 has more potential gold on the map just because they already have a lead, 2K, and they haven't taken the same number of turrets. Dragon is up now, and nobody's really poised for it. Loveland Shore is actually very far back in their base, and Gamers 2 has a little advantage here in numbers.
Ooh, big risk then. Let's see what we can do with this. Loveland Shore waiting around in the wings. Looks like it's going to be started out by Gamers 2, that they still feel more confident. Looks like there's not going to be anyone stopping it. So Dragon comes up. G2 continue to play the Dragon game quite well. Ocelot, good flash to get away from the chain. That could have been potential death to take from Landon. But Libic's in the wrong spot at the wrong time. He's going to get over the wall, though. Still dies, and now you've got to be careful if you're Kikis here. The damage does come across, but this Vi's got nowhere to go. Dodges skill shots, but misses the Q, and Yuki picks up the kill. So 2-1 plus Dragon. Gamers 2, they're looking mid lane.
Yeah. Started off by a flash Soul Shackle from Dude, and they come up big on it on the side fight after they get Dragon. So 4K gold lead, get a turret for themselves, potential gold now rolling into their pockets for Gamers 2, and they're just opening up the map now.
This turret going down rather rapidly. 2 kills off of that, like, after the Dragon fight right there, and the lead has exploded now to over 5,500. Gamers 2 have a lot of money to spend. They've got a gigantic Lysium and Brutalizer Sightstone.
We're going to see a flash Soul Shackle here from Dude, who just keeps the distance.
Wow.
And gets both of them in it and locks them up when they just take out Libic And at this point, he actually gets bursted, and Ocelot dies to the Ignite. His kick is just barely doesn't make it over the wall. Charges it not long enough.
And what was great was the fact that Dude's flash actually stuffed the initial ball breaker.
That was awesome.
So you couldn't get out. That was so kind of beautiful. Man, Dude's playing so well this series.
A lot of people are playing really well this series.
I guess I can name everyone, but like...
Morden right now, 6-1-3?
Yeah.
Huge kill participation. 9 out of the 11 kills on the team. One of us was a solo kill up top by JWoww, so there's no possible way he could have been involved in that. But man, Morden being a huge facilitator of his team, but not just a facilitator. He's taking a lot of the kills too.
Yeah, I mean, it's part of why he's been able to itemize so much, and the fact that he's buying, I think, the correct items, right? More damage to snowball his ganks, more durability than afterwards because he's got so much money now. He will stay ahead of the curve. He won't fall out. He'll be a really powerful champion. And it's something that LBS is going to have to respect quite a lot here. Livic and Mockler still feeling okay, and they're sort of 2-on-2, but Yuki's now got 3 kills. He's now got most of the Phantom Dancer. This matchup's going to get harder and harder.
Yeah. It's going to be extremely hard for Loveland Shore when that gets going for Yuki. And you're right about the whole Lee Sin thing, because with all those kills, he's basically been gifted a Sightstone and a Brutalizer over where he would normally be.
Absolutely. Now Livic's got to be pretty careful though, but the burst comes out. Doesn't even matter with the Unbreakable. Damage is too much. Ocelot.
Now they're getting turrets.
Bunch for this.
They're going to go ahead and get that potential gold into their pockets. Teleport up for JWoww so he could reinforce this top lane if he wants to. He's going to see that the ultimate from Kuban is now down. So he has a little bit more of an opportunity.
It is still more turrets though. Gamers 2 looking pretty happy with this one. Bottom outer is gone. Second tier top lane is under fire, and JWoww will now join up with this.
See, here's the thing too, is Loveland Shores, just looking at their team and their strategy and their win condition, it's really kind of, can we burst somebody and pick off Ocelot? But Gamers 2 just have more threats and more pick potential.
Yeah.
They do have a tanky frontliner on Loveland Shore, but overall it's very difficult for Loveland Shore to actually win a fight based on their comp. They'd have to use Take Fun appropriately. And the fact that their jungler's 2 and 5 is not going to be relevant for a very long time.
Yeah. You only have a Giant Spelt Glacial at this point in the game is pretty rough, to be honest, in total durability here.
We're never going to know what that Glacial was going to be.
It might, yeah.
We'll watch it never turn into anything.
He'll buy 2 Warden's Mails in a row. Go Randuin's Frozen Heart. Why not? At this point, I think you would Frozen Heart because you're right. At this point, he just needs the tank stats against all the armor. Or all the damage and all the attack speed characters. So I agree with you in Frozen Heart. Just joshing you a little bit, you know.
It could be Iceborne Gauntlet, though. It honestly
okay, now you're on Iceborne Gauntlet hype train.
It could be. I'm not on the hype train. I'm just saying he could build it. I've seen weirder things before.
I've seen it sometimes from top lane Vi, actually. Because you care more about
playing with Ryan Choi now with his top lane Vi.
No, this is Smash Gizmo, dude.
Oh,
Original
okay.
top lane Vi.
Yeah, everybody knows Ryan Choi for the Rengar. He actually plays Master Yi top.
Nice.
And Vi. He just plays things that people didn't play top before.
Yeah.
Trying to make it a thing.
Being hipster is awesome. It's super fun. You get to like claim credit when people start playing your champion.
And then everybody in solo queue is like, "You're not Ryan Choi. Stop it. Stop playing Rengar. Playing Rango."
Rango Knife Cat's fun, dude. The reason people play him.
Fun? I don't. It's not fun. Like, to play
one-shotting people's really well. I mean, I'm just saying playing as. No, I hate facing Rengar.
Yeah.
It's okay though. Take Fun. What Rengar does to the game.
Yes. What Take Fun does this game is up to him. He's 40 CS down right now over Ocelot, who has that advantage, and he has the Zonia, so he can now stop a lot of the burst if he sees it coming in.
Yeah. It really works in both these cases, but of course Ocelot just has so much more gold that he gets to do this one first. Looks like Death Cap's actually going to be the choice for Take Fun. Could be Void, but I think we typically see Death Cap second on champions like this. Sunfire done for Mundo, so Kuban is still skilling up, but he's 50 CS down as well in his matchup, as well as a full level. Yeah. You're seeing advantages down the line kind of everywhere. The only one that's actually pretty good is Mockler. Triforce is more expensive than Phantom Dancer, so he's, I think, potentially still up in gold right here. But still a tough situation to be in if you're Loveland Shore. You don't have many places of actual power. You can really only win from 5-on-5s. And G2 just keeps making good things happen on the map, though.
Yeah, G2 does still have a really good 5v5 composition because they have Twitch and Syndra and Leona in there. Like, they're all very good at fighting this, and Dude can set up the fights really well. But Loveland Shore, they just don't have as many options available to them based on comp and based on what's happened in the early game to them.
we go. Minions getting cleared away, and look how good this game is looking for Gamers 2. Blue buff steal makes them all kinds of happy.
And the dragon is up now.
Absolutely it is. There's Gamers 2 going for it right away. Nothing is really getting stopped by these guys every time they go for something. There seems to be so little resistance. So more gold comes in, 237 per person. Money, money everywhere.
Yeah. And I said it before, Gamers 2, everybody knew Ocelot was a very momentum-based player, very emotional player. He puts his heart into the game, and you can see it now. He's putting his heart. He wants to be back in the LCS. They want this third-place match win so that they get the auto berth and they get just one step closer, because it almost slipped out of their hands last game, and it almost slipped out of their hands when they lost the semifinals.
Yeah, now they're just in with a vengeance anyway. There's the jump on in. JWoww getting a little bit down here. This is with the turret now under fire. Pop the Twitchell for it just because you can. You gotta be careful with poison. There comes the illusion ulti as well, but this turret might just still die first. He doesn't get any stuns in from Drom. One shot till dead. The turret's actually gonna survive. You gotta be careful about the engage more. Nope.
Vi's coming in from the side here.
And Black Shield's down.
He's gonna go for JWoww here. JWoww's very strong.
You gotta be careful. Stun, bind, damage output. Gotta be careful. Kickus tries to get out, but he's not gonna get away. Yuki gets the kill. Now Morden on the side. He will stay alive for a short time, and Makler gets the kill credit. Exhaust is on the stun from Dion is going to land the flash in. Ocelot claims the kill. 2 for 1 so far, and look at that control. Now JWoww looks to close out on Limbic, and he will do so. 3 kills for 1. Nice by Gamers 2.
Dude soul shackles this game. He's just splitting people in max range for that ability. Yep, he's going crazy. They're going to go ahead and try to get themselves a turret right now with all of these auto attack based champions. Possibly an inhibitor too.
Well, beautiful stuff with these guys, I gotta say. Dude, kind of the sole reason these fights are going so well. The shackles have been great. It's going to go down 26 minutes into the game, and back they go to cash in some more gold.
Yeah, his bindings have been really good too. All throughout the game to start them off and get that type of advantage for his team. Morden was a great facilitator in the early game with the confidence. JWoww got a solo kill up top. Ocelot has been where he needed to be, and Yuki's position have been great. Gamers 2 all across the board are playing extremely well. We're going to see it right here. The binding hits Kickus after the equilibrium strike, and then they try to turn it around, but Lublin Shore can't do anything about it. Morden actually decides to go back in and try to get a kick, but Makler ended up on the left side of him instead. Didn't want to kick more. Look at that. The max range Soul Shackle and just the Ocelot combo afterwards. And JWoww, he's waiting on his Blade Surge cooldown that comes up right at the last second and closes the distance. It's the movement speed Aurelia.
Yep.
Go ahead and catch the Braum.
That's what regular boots want as well. She's just fast enough anyway.
But of course he has Moby boots. When you're in combat, they're about as good as boots want.
What? Who? Sorry?
Braum.
Oh, Braum. Sorry, I heard movement speed Aurelia, and I was like, wait, what? And I got really confused for a second. No. Okay, we're good now.
She's chasing Braum down, who basically had boots 1 as well.
I now understand.
She had the Trinity Force over him.
Ooh, Take Fun's gonna get...
He's gonna have the fun sucked right out of him. Ah!
Damage output first comes down. Oh, he's gonna win that! Take Fun is gigantic. Whoops! Flashes away, but the Vines gonna get dodged, but the puddle's gonna be enough. There's the kill picked up. Shutdown goes to Dude.
Even Black shielded that.
Yeah.
He Black shielded that. It was on cooldown afterwards.
No, did enough anyway. Well done right there. The burst for Take Fun. It's like, okay, look, you've still got to respect that damage output. Be careful, guys.
Oh, yeah, and the reaction time, too. You can be shopping at that moment.
You can die for free if you're shopping at that moment. You got to be real careful in this one, especially with Twitches. Ward goes down. Ocelot gets the kill credit. It was his sweeper anyway, so.
What's funny, too, is if a binding had come out first, it stops you from using the distortion ability.
Oh, true.
So it would have stymied the damage output.
It really would have.
But he wasn't in range just yet. And Yuki was like, I got to go now.
A little impatient. He had a couple more seconds.
Yeah.
Okay, though. So Gamers 2 still just clearing away. 70 minion lead now in the mid lanes. Been getting worse and worse. 80 minion lead among the top laners. That's massive. You're just seeing farm leads everywhere above the 80 carries, basically, in terms of places that matter. Makler, level 14, same level as the top laner. That's how far behind Kuban is right here. He is not having the game of his life. His Mundo is good, but he got soloed out by JWoww. The Mundo pick instead of Shyvana. He won the match with Shyvana.
He's 3k gold down right now.
Yeah, that's rough.
So is the mid lane. The mid lane's actually a little bit less, but that is the biggest gold difference in the game currently, is that top lane. And on a solo laner, that means a lot.
Yeah. And yeah, 2,000 in the jungle, 2,000 in the support lane. Only Makler's holding equal. 400 gold, you know, he's been farming enough. That's the one place you can look for strength, but I don't know if he can solo carry a team fight when JWoww's going to be on top of him. Morden as well, to be honest. There's a lot of threats for this Lucian. He can't get optimal DPS out.
And I like that Ocelot is once again on a playmaking champion with Syndra, where he has actually some poke available to him. It's kind of pokey, kind of bursty. Makes some plays. It suits his style perfectly.
It's interesting, actually. Is JWoww's second time he's gone just pickaxe after like this point in the build. He just like stays on pickaxe for AD. It's very interesting. I wonder if that's like a damage break point to like one-shot cast minions with Q.
It's possible.
There's a really good chance it's around that. Wait, watch out. Okay, one save.
That'd be super meta right there.
I mean, if you play a lot of Aurelia, you learn those kind of things. Like I said, Aurelia players really know their champion.
Yeah. Yeah, they do, especially European Aurelia players.
Yes. Yes.
Been playing that since season 1 for most of them.
That's the original Aurelia master area of the world.
I actually like that's a champion that's played pretty much exclusively there.
I really do too.
It actually played a couple times in Korea.
Sure.
As a counterpick to Rise back when he was in.
Some guys do that, but yeah, it's still like, it's always kind of the place where it comes from. Ezreal's kind of like China's signature AD carry.
Yeah.
Occasionally he's like popular everywhere, but like you can always kind of count on like Wei Xiao to like crush people on it. Alright, now speaking of crushing people, Gamers 2 looking for the killing blow. Ulti is missed by Libic, but will they go in anyway? Black Shield is down. Kickus goes in, he's gonna find Ocelot. Can he get the damage down? He gets CC'd up and down, he goes, 1 kill picked up, but they're still chasing. JWoww is low, Makler goes in, they find Asa. They get 1 for 1 so far. Dude gonna get rooted up. Nah, Black Shield's on in time. 1 from it. Now Mortar goes for the re-engage. Can he find much? Yuki's ulti is down.
He has his Dragon's Rage.
Chubon's healing. They could go back in.
Bottom lane turret is being just pounded on right now by a huge minion wave. And they were right on the doorstep. They lost Ocelot because Kickus, he did what he wanted to do all game long. Get Ocelot.
Oh, good hop from Mord. Close in the binding. That could have been a chase kill. Flash E, yeah.
Large minion wave top for Loveland Shore as well. That's pushing in. Nobody's going to go clear it right now, by the way. That's Dragon for Loveland Shore now.
This is good for them. They're going to get some gold back in. 9,000 gold. They've closed it a little bit. This will be around 8K now. 1,300, 1,400 gold Dragon here.
It looks like Gamers 2, they're just going to start warding up around that Baron area and then start pushing mid, possibly get the inhibitor or possibly bait them into the Baron. Those are their options right now as a team that's ahead. That's what you should be doing.
There's the setup. Lee Sin is at his Banshee's Zone.
Support's going to go clear top.
Okay. The dude's getting that cash money. He is going towards Zonia's. I mean, his Soul Shackle's been so good. I actually think it's a great choice.
Oh, yeah. Definitely think so.
Puts his Frostfang on cooldown, but worth it. JWoww, he's not in the brush, by the way. Not the...
Close.
Now he's...
Close. Now he's just playing with that.
Yeah, he's like, yeah, I know, guys. I'm sorry.
He's like, oh. Peekaboo. Where'd he go? Where'd he go? Oh.
He's on a ward. He actually gets revealed by the jungle monsters as well. They know about this. Gonna push him back. Cleaver lands. Oh! Gets it anyway. Kickus had his smite up and couldn't put it down in time. Libic gets rooted up. More poke goes down. Actually, wow, yeah. With that one unbreakable on, he takes some good damage from Ocelot.
And now they can just push up the mid lane if they want to. JWoww is going to go clear this. They're trying to bait the Baron. They're trying to get rid of all the wards. And the waves are actually pushing in their favor bottom. And it's pretty equal top, but it looks like it'll slowly push in their favor.
We're going to send Kuban towards it anyway on the bottom side. Top side is around where G2 put themselves. They should run that one in before too long. But no one is opposing this bottom lane push. That will be a turret under fire before, you know, within about a minute it'll be getting hit up. So you got to be a bit careful if you're G2. They run back towards Baron. There are no wards in the pit. They're going to try to bait a fight.
Yeah, looking for it.
Binding hits Libic.
They got a binding on Libic, but now they're looking for Take Fun. That's the one they want. And there it goes.
Ooh, nice jump back. He stays safe. Doesn't burn anything for it. Libic's going to get pushed away, though, losing a lot of health. G2 goes in. Mikhail's using the Makler.
He dodged he used the distortion to dodge.
That was great.
It's fantastic. Baited that one out. Didn't want to ward it. Just wanted to get the bait. And now,
a lot of health there. Makler's out for Ocelot. Solos him out. That's going to be the Baron picked up almost for sure.
Go for it.
Oh no, Kickus in the wrong spot. Pumps the oldie's going to be going down though for this one. Another kill picked up. Gamers 2 pick up Baron and 2 champion kills.
And now Ocelot definitely on upswing there after the 2 kills for himself. Kubani's trying to clear out the mid, but they're just going to go straight in. They don't have a turret there. It's going to go right for the inhib with a Baroned up Gamers 2.
It's going to be a big risk. Well, actually, a bad situation actually for Loveland Shore. There we go. Inhibitor under fire. That will go back down here 34 minutes in. Minions are cleared away. They will look to backdoor the top lane. 5v3. Morden's there in front. Ulti comes across, knocks up Dude, breaks a couple Banshees fail.
Oh, they're going to just tank it.
Now some damage on the living. They gotta be careful though. They're splitting their focus here. Yuki actually some flash. That took a lot of turret shots. He had aggro. They go back in on take one. They're trying for this one. Binding's gonna hit him. He's gonna go down. One kill picked up. Yuki must get away. Pops 7 he'll stay alive. Stun on the living. Q lands. Another kill picked up. Kick back onto Kuban. He's gonna be in a bad spot. Ulti comes across. Down he goes. JWoww finds another one. Mockler's stunned up, but it's not gonna matter too much. 2v5. Gamers 2 still own this side of the map. Minions do finally get cleared away, and a wave is coming to join them. They're waiting around. They're gonna backdoor this bottom. Nexus turret damage coming across border, waiting around, stun on a kick as he's not in a good spot. Damage comes through. There's everything, and Osla gets another kill. He's on a rampage, forcing the flash from Mockler. This turret now going to be going down. Dude's got to be careful. Doesn't have too much armor.
Yep.
But there's the first minion wave. Turret number 1 goes down, respawns in 8 seconds. Stun on Mockler. Down he goes. That's the ace, and they're going to go in for the Nexus. 35 minutes in, the quickest of the games, and Gamers 2 will close it out 2-1 for 3rd place.
And they don't have to go back to the rank 5's ladder. They got the automatic berth into the round of 8 in Summer Series 2, and they guarantee themselves 1 more point and 2 more for that one.
Yeah, so they're now firmly in 3rd place in the standings. Of course, what you expect for getting 3rd place in the matchup overall, but that is a good spot to be now for G2. The highest they have ever faced or placed so far in the Challenger Series. They look so much better as a team. The individual contributions were awesome as well.
A lot of that might have to do with the gaming house and just dedicating your life to the sport for them and the team. Because they're all right there around each other, really close. They're like, I've seen that house tour. They're right next to each other in that gaming hall.
Yeah.
So Osla, you can go ahead and throw a scarf on and jump in a bubble bath after that one. This is really good.
I mean, yeah, and heck, at this point, their pool's filled up too, so they can all go for a dip.
That's true.
I mean, it's like 9 p.m. over in Spain or whatever, so maybe not so much, but you know, still, this guy's played their minds out. I gotta say, Morden was phenomenal. I think it's the best I've ever seen him play individually. And Dude played the best series I've seen him play. His Morgana was so freaking good.
Yeah, I liked that they identified the game plan from Loveland Shore, because that team composition that Loveland Shore brought to the table was, we have one goal, shut down Ocelot.
Yeah.
And they didn't do it. They couldn't do it because Morden was just camping that area. I like that he got first blooded, but he came back with 2 kills almost immediately and turned it around. Because when you get first blooded in your jungle, you're down a level, you get very demoralized very quickly. You're just like, man, I lost double buffs.
I'm level 2.
I'm level 2. How am I going to turn this around? Ocelot in the mid lane gets ganked, double stun, pick up the double buffs back for your teammate, and then turn it around. It was just really good play there from Morden. And then he was able to be, when you're on equal footing with a Vi, as a Lee Sin, you're always going to win that duel.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, it was a really well done fight. I do have to hand it to Kikis though, the jungler of Loveland Shore, because he made the first move, right? He finds Lee Sin in his jungle, fights him off, forces the flash, and then is like, based on what I know about your champion and where you are on the map, you're gonna go double golems. Because I don't think he walked through any wards on his way back across. He crossed river and he's like, you're probably gonna go golems. Finds him there, kills him, waits for the E cooldown to go back up, just to like guarantee the damage there for the kill. Like Kikis earned that first blood by being a really smart player. I do have to hand it to Loveland Shore as well. A lot of great players there, right? Some good game plans. That game 2 was awesome. Their team fights were great, but of course we did see G2 just being a better group of 5.
Yeah, the group of 5 for them, and the fact that they came in with a plan. I like that they put so much focus onto Aurelia, and first picking that for JWoww. Gets a solo kill top lane. You don't see a lot of solo kills in high-level challenger.
No.
It's kind of like you don't
multiple this series.
Yeah, multiple solo kills, just by himself, just dominating that lane. And it's the top laner that they wanted to put him on something very comfortable. Jax being banned out, Lulu kind of not being the thing he wanted to go for. Goes back to the Aurelia, and it comes up big. Yeah,
and the tenacity to say, you know, I got hit pretty hard in this matchup in game 1. Like JWoww lost straight up to Kuban in the 1v1 when he went for Shyvana versus Aurelia. Blind picks it again, first picks it again, saying, nope, this really is important for us. Deny that champ from Kuban. They did get rid of it.
And I want to touch on that too, because Kuban pretty much won the first game in laning phase.
Yeah.
Second game, he won in team fights because his Yasuo was huge. JWoww, he wasn't going to have any more of that and decided, I'm going to play Aurelia. I'm going to play it right this time. I'm going to stick it to the person who's been keeping me down this whole series.
He beat up the Mundo, man.
Oh, yeah.
And that was exceptionally well played, of course, as well. So looking at this one, these teams now, they're done for Series 1. Loveland Shore, they've been rebuilding the roster a few times. They've replaced Sharu since they were MYM. They've replaced Makata. pretty recently now. I actually talked to the manager. Libic and Kikis are the ones talking now to the team to fill that void. And, of course, they're going to keep getting better as time goes on, right? You don't play for Shot Caller for 3 years without picking up a thing or two, but also having to build a new skill set when that guy is gone. So I think these guys will continue to get better as well. 4th place still a good showing. The EU Challenger scene continuing to stay very strong. No teams left, right? Like North America, it's like, oh man, who's going to fill LMQ? So with the EU, it's like, well, we still have NIP, we still have
H2K.
Yes, H2K.
You have the Cloud9 Eclipse guys.
Yeah.
Actually, all 5 Cloud9 Eclipse guys are going to be in the finals. We have Voidal. Oh, my mind. Voidal.
I mean, well, as far as guys on the other side?
Well, they just
Voidal
spread
and Co. Yeah,
Voidal
on
and
NIP
Co.
now.
on NIP. And then H2K has Fibevin, Odwamna, and Yarnan. So Yarnan.
Learning Swedish slowly, one word at a time. Right, and so you move on and you look at, like, these teams obviously look good. You have the final coming in as well. That's going to be tomorrow before the LCS, if I remember properly. That's going to be a great matchup to look at because those teams both look so good. We've been hyping up Ko for like the last year, basically, watching him on C9E, watching him on NIP as well. I think he's probably the best new jungle talent in Europe. So he's
I don't know if it's new. He's been around for a while. He just hasn't been able to play because of his age.
Well, yeah, but it's like he kind of broke out, like for the most part this year, right? The more televised events, the stuff like this Challenger Series right here. This is where you break out and like people start to realize and respect you and figure out who you are. Like Ko, like I feel like he's one of those players, and we saw this with some of the Cloud9 Tempest guys as well, and we saw this from Shifter and Zion Spartan. It's like even if your team doesn't make the LCS, you as players can make the LCS.
Yes.
We've seen Shifter be ludicrously good. We see, again, you've got the chance for guys like Ko as well, who I think NIP is a phenomenal team. There's a really good chance they make that. But, like, people know who Ko is now.
Yes.
Right? Like, people are aware of this man. Alex Ich as well, becoming a top laner, getting better over time as well. People have the respect of this player on top of this one. So there's a lot of individual pride, but also team pride on the line. That final's going to be great.
Yeah, it's going to be freaking amazing. And they have to play on stage in front of people, too. Just got to get those jitters out.
I want to see how it happens now. After that great match, let's check out what the bracket looks like. Gamers2 has clinched 3rd place with the win today, meaning they will earn another point in the standings and automatically enter into Summer Series 2.
And the final match, the EU Challenger Summer Series 1, takes place tomorrow when Ninjas in Pajamas takes on H2K Gaming live at Wembley Arena in London, England, before a sold-out live audience. That best-of-3 match takes place before the EU LCS, so you won't want to miss that.
Let's check out the schedule. Of course, the North American LCS starts up in just a few minutes when Team Dignitas takes on Complexity. Then it's Team Solo Mid versus Evil Geniuses.
Then it's Counter Logic Gaming goes up against Team Curse. And Cloud9 battles LMQ.
And those games begin just after our commercial break. But before we go, I want to say thanks again to our friends at Coca-Cola. We'll leave you now with a look back at today's Challenger action, and we'll see you next time. Oh no, this could be dangerous. Can they get the CC now on a take fun? Can they get the damage? Q's gonna land. Big damage comes out. The ulti as well, and they claim him. Tries to get out, but he's not gonna get away. Yuki gets the kill now. Morton on the side. He will stay alive for a short time, and Makler gets the kill credit. Exhaust is on the stun. From Dion is going to land the flash in. Ocelot claims the kill. Black Shield is down. Kikis goes in. He's gonna find Ocelot. Can he get the damage down? He gets CC'd up and down. He goes 1 kill picked up, but they're still chasing. JWoww is low. Makler goes in. They find Asa. He actually some flash. That took a lot of church shots. He had aggro. They go back in on take one. They're trying for this one. Binding's gonna hit him. He's gonna go down. 1 kill picked up. Yuki must get away. Pop 7 he'll stay alive. Stun on the Libic. Q lands another kill picked up. Kick back on a Kuban. He's gonna be in a bad spot. Ulti comes across down. He goes. JWoww finds another one.